Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. We're so glad that you joined us today. I'm Mike Jensen, your guest host for today's show. Still can't believe they asked me on the air, but we'll go with it. Owatonna Today Show can be seen multiple times Monday through Saturday on Charter Channel 181, and the show can be found on the internet on your tube channel, Owatonna Today Show, Facebook, and thethirdhandvideo.com. Let us like us on Facebook, and you will receive a direct link to each new show on your Facebook page, and you can follow us on Twitter at Owatonna Today. Owatonna Today always welcomes your comments about the show and your ideas for show topics and guests. You can contact Owatonna Today via email at owatonnatoday@charter.net or by calling the show's producer, Leanne Alt, at 390-5751. We have a good show for you today. Our guests in studio are Linda Hoffman with AAUW. She's going to talk about a special event they have coming up, as well as we're doing a live remote with the Owatonna Figure Skating Club. So right now, we'll take a quick break to hear from our show supporters. Then we'll be right back with our first guest, Linda. Please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Juvenile fire setters cause a lot of problems with young adults and children in our community. To help people and parents or anybody with their juvenile fire setter, we have a program down here that will help you get information to pass on to your juveniles and young adults about fire setting and the common problems with that and the dangers of juvenile fire setting program. This is a public service information from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Well, I'm pretty excited. Today we have Linda Hoffman in studio with us, and we're going to learn a little bit more about AAUW and a special project that they have going on. First of all, Linda, maybe tell us just a little bit about AAUW and who you are, what that acronym stands for. I think we hear that a lot, but maybe we don't know what that
We need to hear it a lot. We
There
do
you
need
go.
to hear it a lot. AAUW stands for American Association of University Women. And it's a national organization, and it has state and local branches. The Owatonna branch here has, Leanne was asking me earlier, and I've lost track, but I believe we have about 60 members.
Oh, wow.
And they don't need to be women, but the purpose of the organization is to advance opportunities for women and girls in education, and we advocate for legal defense and those legislative issues, and also to support research.
Okay. Now, Linda, with AAUW, each of you have various roles. Do you serve a role on there? Are you, part of the steering committee or something like that, or what's?
Well, I am the person who maintains the website for the organization, but otherwise, I'm here today really just to help people get excited about the program we're offering.
Okay. Well, maybe let's tell us a little bit of an overview about the program, and then we can talk more in specifics about it. So maybe kind of give us an overview about the program that's upcoming.
Okay. Every March, we do a program at the Arts Center, Women's History Month, and we always co-sponsored by the Steele County Home Economics Association, the Owatonna Business Women, Delta Kappa Gamma, and the Owatonna Arts Center. And this year, our special event is bringing to town a couple of people that are related in a certain way. Barbara Porwit is a portrait artist, and she founded a thing called the Breast Cancer Superhero Portrait Project. And one of the superheroes, this gal here, we aren't there yet.
We'll get there.
That's Katie Tessman-Stanek, superhero Katie. And Katie wrote a book, and I'm going to put that right there. Katie wrote a book called Our Mama is a Beautiful Garden. Katie is a breast cancer survivor. She wrote the book to help explain to her 3- and 6-year-old son what's going on with her in a way that didn't scare the crap out of him.
Oh,
Cancer
that's such a scary.
Yes, it can be very, very difficult for kids to understand. And so this is a book that really does a nice, gentle job of making that understandable for kids. So the two of them are both coming to town on Friday the 20th, 7 p.m. at the Arts Center. And there's a little charge at the door, $5. The proceeds benefit the Arts Center.
Okay.
And it's going to be a fun evening. Barbara is a very high energy person. I know, just knowing her, I know she loves to get the audience involved, and there will be interaction, I can guarantee that. And Katie is also, as you can imagine, energizing person. And the whole point of the evening is to just come and celebrate the women's journeys that have been through this, and to have a positive experience around it.
Now, do you have an understanding or an idea why Barbara picked the superhero theme, or how that
works,
or how did that get started, or where did she discover that?
Mm-hmm. She had a friend who was going under treatment for breast cancer. The gal was going to radiation every day, or whenever she was going to radiation. I don't exactly know what her schedule was, but anyway, when she would go to radiation, she was putting out into social media funky messages, okay? So one of her messages was, I wonder what kind of superpowers I got today, after being radiated, know? And that just rang a bell with Barbara. And with that person, she worked, how do you see yourself as a superhero, and developed the whole project around that. So the project is individual women who have been through this or are going through this, work with Barbara, she helps them visualize themselves as a superhero. They create the superhero vision themselves.
Wow, so it's somewhat of art therapy. I mean, I've heard of music therapy, I've heard of other therapies, but it's utilizing art as a therapy for them as well.
And it creates this product that then brings that positive energy to other people.
True, because I would guess, the few people I know that have been through that process of cancer and that sort of thing, those around become very, oh, poor you, poor sad, feel bad, all of those kinds of things. I suppose this really helps lift people up to a new level.
That's the idea, and she's a very studious person, so this isn't just out of her own head even. She bases her whole theory on, I don't know if you've heard of Joseph Campbell, The Power of Myth. He did a bunch of interviews with Bill Moyers a few years back. And he's a philosopher and lecturer, lectured at Sarah Lawrence College for many years. He's passed away now, but he has this representation about mythology and how there's this common theme of the hero's journey. And the hero goes away from their community and goes through this trial and this terrible journey and comes out the other end with positive things for the community. And the other thing that she bases it on is Barbara Fredrickson's research about positivity and the broaden and build concept, where if you have a positive experience, it broadens your awareness of positive things around you, and in fact contributes to creating more positive experiences. And so between those two things, that's the whole purpose and kind of the grounding for her work. And I think that's just so powerful.
It is. It sounds like they, really has worked through a lot of things to pull it all together. Now, the art that she does, is it oil, paint?
It's oil. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, you also talked about the author that's going to be there with the children's book. Maybe talk a little bit about her journey and how that came to be, or a little bit about the book, so folks can know what to expect when they come.
Right. Katie, as we pointed out, is kind of like the poster child for this whole thing. She seems to be the one that's represented the most often when there's publicity, and she's on Barbara's, brochure.
That whole concept of Wonder Woman and the
Wonder
power
Woman,
and the
yes.
strength behind her.
She was diagnosed with breast cancer when she was pretty young, and she just wanted to make the whole journey something that her kids wouldn't be freaked out about. So I can show you there. Okay, that's good.
It's backwards, isn't it?
Maybe a little bit, but this kind of thing where they can feel a little more in control of the ideas around what's going on with mom, and some lovely illustrations by Jessica Bailey. Jessica won't be there, but Katie's going to be there to talk about how this went for her, how she feels about the book and the portraits, and also she'll have books available to sell and to sign.
Well,
for
I
the
think
folks.
times have certainly changed, I think, in that regard of communicating with children about these scary things that are happening. I mean, it
indeed.
used to be that you would hide that from the kids, thinking that was best, but their minds work in ways that it's best if you can bring it forward and at least have that conversation.
Give them something to use in imagining it instead of letting them come up with their own monsters or whatever they might come up with.
Wow, some exciting things happening. Now maybe just, we talked about a lot of things and maybe recap some of the highlights of the event again, just the dates, the time, so that we're certain to make sure we've covered that information.
All right, mark your calendars. This is coming on Friday, March 20th.
Well, that's just around the corner.
Just around the corner, 7 p.m. at the Owatonna Arts Center. And it's an evening with Barbara Porwit, the portrait artist and founder of Breast Cancer Superheroes Portrait Project, and Katie Tessman-Stanek, who is Superhero Katie and the author of Our Mama is a Beautiful Garden. And I know people are going to have a really, really special sort of an experience. And there'll be some light refreshments too, and a chance to have some fellowship with the folks that come out. $5 at the door, and it should be a really, really great evening.
It should be. Now, do you have a number of local survivors of breast cancer that you know will be there as well?
I don't have
you've had
anybody
conversations?
specific in mind other than how many people I know who have been affected by this. I mean, who doesn't know in some way,
Absolutely.
has someone or if they themselves been gone through it. So I think it's great to have a positive opportunity like this.
Absolutely. Now with AAUW, we have this event. Are there other events coming up, or other programs coming up in the near future for you?
There you go.
I put you on the spot.
Into
Sorry, I
that
didn't mean
bare
to do
naked
that.
part of my brain.
I know how it is when you're focused on one event, one activity.
March. What's our
I just
April?
wanted to let you
I'm
have
not
a
sure
chance.
what we're. I think April's a pretty busy month for us. We have our state convention and a couple
okay.
of other things. So I can't recall what we have for a program.
Okay. Well, there's
in
things
April.
so people have to keep in mind, and we'll, I'm sure, have you back or others back to talk about future events that are coming up.
And it's
so.
all on our website, which of course I can't remember our website.
AAUW.org.
Well, it used to be something that easy.
I bet if they Google
But if you
AAUW
Google AAUW Owatonna, you will
you'll
definitely
find
get
them.
there.
Thank goodness for Google. It's a great search engine that way. So
Love
we'll
it.
find all the details for the event. I'm guessing maybe even the Arts Center has it on their website as well for all of the details. So we strongly encourage folks to come out and celebrate, the superhero portrait series. What a great I almost want to say ministry, but that isn't the right word. But
In a sense, it is. I think in a sense it very much is. It's on the individual level and as well sharing it with the community.
collectively empowering, to face such a tragic and challenging illness that faces many of us. So with that, we'd like to thank you for being with us. Our time went rather quickly today. We certainly appreciate you being here. We're going to take a quick break for our sponsors, and then we'll be right back, and we'll actually go visit the Owatonna Figure Skating Club.
What would you do if you or your family had to go to bed hungry every night because you did not have enough food to feed your children or yourself? This is Stormy Traum from the Steele County Food Shelf reminding you that March is Food Share Month. So far this year, we have provided food to over 500 Steele County residents, and the need continues to grow. Please help us keep our shelves stocked with nutritious food by donating money or non-perishable food items to the Steele County Food Shelf. Our goal is to raise $100,000 this March. No one in Steele County should have to go to bed hungry. Thank you for your generous support of the Steele County Food Shelf.
Hi, my name is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance. We're here to handle all your insurance needs. We are a very proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
From ABC's hit show Shark Tank, Damon John, motivational speaker and best-selling author Liz Murray, and legendary actor-comedian Dan Aykroyd. Register online at refreshleadership.com/live.
Hi, this is Doug Johnson at the Owatonna Business Incubator, a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show. We'd like to welcome you to the incubator. If you're a small business, whether you're existing or a startup, we can help you with office space, manufacturing or warehouse, and free confidential counseling.
Welcome to Bremer Bank. I am Jason Iberg.
And I am Shannon Pedersen.
Bremer is a full financial services bank.
We invite you to stop by Bremer Bank and experience the Bremer difference.
You are always welcome at Bremer.
Hello, I'm David Einhaus with the
And it's Leanne on the go with the Owatonna Today Show, and we are here at the Four Seasons Center with some members of the Owatonna Figure Skating Club. And first I would like to introduce the coach, Jennifer Anderson. And girls, we will get to you in just a minute. Okay, so Jennifer, welcome to the Owatonna Today Show.
Thank you.
And tell us what your relationship has been with the Owatonna Figure Skating Club.
I started skating with the Owatonna Figure Skating Club when I was 6.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, and have skated all the way through my senior year. Took a couple years off, and back in 2010 I was asked to come back and help coach the Learn to Skate program.
Okay.
And this year I took over as coordinator for the Learn to Skate program and Basic Skills program.
Okay, now, before we go any further, explain what the Learn to Skate program is and the Basic Skills program is.
Okay. Our Learn to Skate and Basic Skills program is they kind of mesh together. We have a lot of girls that are interested in figure skating, so that's when we kind of train them with the basic skills.
Okay.
Our Learn to Skate program is for those that just want to learn to skate. Boys, girls, if they want to play hockey in the future, they certainly can. Figure skating or just recreational skating. We just teach them the fundamentals of skating.
Okay, and what about adults such as myself?
Adults as well, yes. Yep, definitely adults can sign up. We actually were going to try to run an adult class, but the turnout just wasn't the greatest, but we definitely will take any adult skaters.
Okay, all right. Now, you have a big figure skating show coming up. So before we talk to these two lovely ladies next to you, tell me about your figure skating show.
Our figure skating show airs, it will be on March 14th. It is called Once Upon a Blade, Adventures in Storybook Land.
Oh,
it's based off of all of the classic stories. So we'll have a little newer ones of Harry Potter, and we have Cinderella and Peter Pan, and a whole bunch of other different stories that we have. So we have different music that the skaters will be skating to.
Wonderful. And how many skaters will be in the show?
Currently in the show, we will have, I believe it's right around 25 skaters.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. And here we go with the music again. So again, before we move on to the two skaters, when is the show?
The show is March 14th at 2 o'clock p.m. here at the Owatonna Four Seasons.
Okay, and there is an admission charge to get in, is there not?
Yes, there is.
Okay, all right. So we'll come back to you in a minute. If you want to hand off the microphone now, I'd like to introduce you to two sisters, and yes, they are twins. We have with us Kayla and Krista Kniefel. Ladies, welcome to the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi.
Okay, so we will start with you in the pink, and which one are you? You are?
I'm Kayla.
You're Kayla. All right, Kayla. We'll start with you first. Tell us how you got started with figure skating.
Well, my mom and dad put us in it in kindergarten. We weren't too fond of it.
Okay.
But then in 4th grade, again, me and my sister decided to, well, Chris was like, let's try skating. And I'm
Okay.
like, and I've been here ever since, so.
Okay. And what do you like best about figure skating? Why have you stayed with it for all these years?
Well, I really enjoy learning new things, but I especially like all the life lessons that it's taught me. Like, it's all the hard work and dedication. But then also, I've learned how it's okay to fall and bruises are okay.
And you learn how to pick yourself up and dust yourself off and start all over again.
Exactly.
Okay, so how about you, Krista? Did I get that right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, good. So Krista, your sister gave us kind of a brief overview. Why did you want to start back with skating then when you were in the 4th grade?
I don't really know. It just sounded like a lot of fun, and I was right. It's a lot of fun.
Okay. And what things have you learned while going through all these many years of figure skating?
Well, not only have I learned lots of jumps and spins and the fundamentals of skating, but also how to perform in front of people and how to have confidence.
Okay, okay. Well, so for both of you, Krista, you can answer first, and Kayla, you can answer second. What are some of your favorite figure skating moves that you really, really love to do?
It really depends on the day.
Okay.
Well, I really like to spin and jump. Both of them lots. I like to spin a little more than jumping because I don't have to leave the ice for that. Sometimes it gets a little scary.
I would think that would be very difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and Kayla, how about you?
I really like the spinning part of skating probably the most because you can go so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Then learning a new jump is always really exciting and fun.
Okay.
It's kind of scary at times, but then once you like land it, then it's so rewarding.
Well, I bet it is. I bet it is. Now, for spinning, is there a special way that you spin so that you do not get dizzy? If that were me out there, I would be dizzy after the first rotation.
Well, sometimes you do get dizzy, to be honest, but you just kind of get used to it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You are both seniors.
Mm-hmm.
And what are your plans now after you graduate from high school?
Next year, we're both going to Minnesota State University, Mankato.
Okay.
We're going to be roommates.
Okay.
And there we're planning on still skating, probably with the Mankato club over there.
Oh, wonderful.
Yep.
Wonderful. And do you have any goals beyond just continuing skating during college or after college? Do you have any plans to like maybe become a coach or something like that?
Well, we already are like junior coaches here.
Oh, you are? Okay.
And we coach in Farmington also.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we'll probably keep that up. I like to teach kids new things.
Okay. Now, do you have to have any type of a certification to be a junior coach?
No.
No.
I needed to know how to skate.
Okay. Just the life experience that you've had this far. Okay. Ladies, what are you performing now in the show coming up on the 14th?
The song I'm doing is Little Red Riding Hood.
Okay.
And I'm skating to a Cinderella song.
Okay.
From like the trailer and a bunch of other ones with a big group.
With big groups, okay. Okay. All right, so you each have a solo then performance.
Yeah, those are our solos.
Okay, besides the group skates and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies, we wish you the best of luck in the skating show.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for consenting to do the interview with you. Best of luck for the show, and best of luck after you graduate and as you move on to college. And then if you want to hand the microphone back to Jennifer, we'll wrap up here again. Yeah. So Jennifer, why have you decided to stay on as a coach and also accept some additional responsibilities with the Owatonna Figure Skating Club?
This club has been a part of my life, like I had mentioned, all of my life, and continuing to help the girls grow and even the twins grow as well into their coaching experiences is just something that I just strive for and have complete passion for.
Okay. And which age group do you particularly like to work with, or do you not have a particular age group?
I really don't. I mean, all of the age groups are wonderful to work with. I mean, you have the little ones that are just so bubbly and they have so much fun. And the older ones where, they really start learning a lot of really new things, and it's such an accomplishment for them, and just to see them being able to accomplish it and have such a big smile on their face is exactly what is so much fun to work with.
That's the reward within itself.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sure it's extremely rewarding too, watching ladies like Krista and Kayla as they've kind of grown up skating and gotten so much better and proficient and talented in the sport. That has to be extremely rewarding as well.
Yes.
Okay, so one last time, we have just under a minute left. Tell us again when and where and what time the ice skating show will be.
The ice skating show is March 14th at 2 o'clock p.m. at the Owatonna Four Seasons. You can get tickets in advance for $5, and then at the door it will be $7.
$7, all right. And it's right here at the Four Seasons building in the main hockey arena.
In the main.
Right, okay, all right. Ladies, thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing the show, and best of luck to you in the future.
Thank you.
Hi, Warren Abraham, Abraham Consulting Technologies, your one-stop technology shop. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you. Owatonna Public Utilities.
We'd like to thank you for being with us today. I do want to hit a few highlights that are happening in the community and around town. In celebration of the National Youth Art Month, the Owatonna Arts Center will be hosting an exhibition of K-12 students' work from Owatonna Public Schools. The dates of this exhibit are March 1st through the 29th. Movie night, join your neighbors, similarly minded neighbors. In addition to feeding hungry, a goal of the Steele County Food Shelf is to work together to find ways to improve the condition that force people to use the food shelf. That'll be Tuesdays during the month of March from 7 to 8:30 p.m. at the Owatonna Public Library's Gainey Room. And the next one is March 10th. Food Chains is the title of that. The Owatonna Hospital is hosting an open house event to showcase the Penny Gorge Institute for Health and Healing, Owatonna Hospital, our new integrated therapy outpatient clinic. The event will take place on Tuesday, March 10th from 3 to 5:30 p.m. at the Owatonna Hospital's Vision Conference Room, 1489. We have the Steele County Humane Society's event called Pancakes for Pets and Silent Auction. Will be Thursday, March 12th at 4 p.m. at the Owatonna Eagles Club. Who doesn't like pets and pancakes? Saturday, March 14th, you have a chance to support the Steele County Free Fair. Ooh, there's another good thing to support. And enjoy a delicious barbecue rib dinner. The fair and Hy-Vee in Owatonna are offering a roundup supper from 5 to 8 in the Hy-Vee casual dining area. Tickets are available on site. You also can use your purchases at Hy-Vee Wednesday through Saturday, March 11th through 14th, to also lend support to the fair. We have the third annual Mike Hansen Memorial Washerboard Tournament coming up Saturday, March 14th at the Elks Club, 126 East Vine. All proceeds from the tournament will be donated to the Owatonna Park and Rec program in Mike Hansen's name. We have March Blood Drive will be held on Wednesday, March 18th, noon to 6, March 19th, noon to 6, and March 20th from 8 to 1 p.m. at St. John Lutheran Church, 1301 Lincoln. We also have an exciting concert coming up here in March. The United States Army Field Band and Soldiers Chorus will be here on March 18th at 7 p.m. here in Owatonna at the Owatonna High School Auditorium. For those of you that are familiar with Andrea Van Gelder, her sister is actually in the chorus. And as we talked about on today's program, we have Breast Cancer Superhero Portrait Project coming up Friday, March 20th, 7 p.m. at the Owatonna Arts Center. There are lots of things happening today. We do want you to, we thank you for being with us today, and we'd ask that you please join us on our next show when our guest will be Roger Wareheim with OPU, and we're also going to learn more about the Homestead Hospice House and a fundraising event they have coming up. Thank you so much for being with us, and we'll see you next time.